Cubs against the Cleveland Guardians in their first matchup here at Progressive Field since the Cubs won the World Series 10 years ago. Hi, everyone. My name is Harold, and we are set for Major League Baseball here in just about a minute or so. We're going to get you the lineups here in just a second as the Cubs play against the Cleveland Guardians in Cleveland. It's a beautiful day for baseball, beautiful day on Good Friday, and we are ready for baseball here soon as the Cubs are facing off against the Cleveland Guardians. Let's look at some lineups today. First for the visiting Cubs, their offense. Their 1 through 3 hitters: Nico Hoerner, Alex Bregman, Ian Happ. Their 4 through 6 hitters: Carson Kelly, Michael Busch, and Dansby Swanson. And the 7 through 9 hitters: Matt Shaw, Pete Armstrong, and Miguel Amaya, rounding out the starting 9. For the Guardians defense, lining up left to right: Stephen Kwan in left field, Daniel Schneemann in center field, Angel Martinez in right field. They're the all-star and the veteran and the longest tenured Guardian, Jose Ramirez at third base, Gabriel Arias at short, Ryan Rocchio in second, Kyle Manzardo at first, and the first of two battery mates, Bo Naylor behind the plate, and Joey Cantillo on the mound for the Cleveland Guardians. Hi everyone, my name is Harold, and we are set for baseball here between the Cleveland Guardians and the Chicago Cubs. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. It's a beautiful day for baseball, like I said. We are excited for Cubs baseball, and we're excited to get back on the call. Our third broadcast of the season. Of course, we had the winner or the loser on opening day against the Nationals, and the winner against the Angels on game one of that series, and we're back for this game right here. But Joey Cantillo on the mound, 26 years old from Honolulu, who has a really good changeup. He had a 27% strikeout rate last season. That's really good for the youngster as the Cubs get set for baseball here. The Guardians have taken the field. We're almost set for baseball. We're going to take a quick break and return in about 15 seconds. You're listening to the Cubs baseball on Chi Sports Live. Welcome back to Chi Sports Live. We are almost set for first pitch, Cubs versus Guardians. Already discussed the lineups for the Cubs today. It's going to be how well can their offense hit against this tough Guardians defense. Luke Voit, in his third season as Guardians Guardians manager. Craig Counsell, also in his third season as Cubs manager, was above 500, but barely in his first season with the Cubs. Made the playoffs last year, lost in the divisional series in Game 5. And for the Guardians, they lost in the wild card series to the Detroit Tigers in 3 games. Well, we're set for some baseball here. A tough Cleveland Guardians team against a tough Chicago Cubs team. A little good rivalry here, as the Cubs are ready. Cantillo is ready. And the first pitch, the Nico Hoerner ground ball hit towards short. Arias will grab it, fire the first in time. And notice how we get started here in Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Arias with the good flow going out there. Here's Alex Bregman. Hitting .208 this season, 3 RBIs, 2 home runs, only 6 games, so small sample size. Once it gets up to 50 or 60 games, then you might start to worry about the hitting, but even then there's still plenty of baseball after that. Cantillo misses high with a fastball for ball 1. Cantillo comes set, and the 1-0. off to play it with a change of 1 or 2-0 now. Cantillo, the lefty. He's going to face a lot of righties in this lineup. Won't face a lefty until Bush. That's the 5-hole hitter. Here's the 2-0. Line down the line, but foul off the netting, and it's 2-1. Ball is actually tattooed, but Alex just a little too early on it. Here's a 2-1. Ground ball pulled foul, 2-2 now on Bregman. Until a little bit of a long walk around the mound after that pitch. 2-2. He'll come set. The pitch. Round ball, that's pulled foul. Still 2-2. Cantillo last from the baseball. Cubs 3-3. They dropped the first series of the season to the Nationals 2-1, and they beat the Angels in that 3-game series 2-1. So 3-3. Here's the 2-2. Low and in. That's going to bring up a full count now on Bregman. The slider from Cantillo at 85. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Perfect changeup there from Cantillo. Outer third at the knees. Exactly where you want to locate that pitch to a righty. Looks like a fastball initially, and then it just breaks low and away. It caught a ton of the plate, but when you have a good as good of a changeup as he does when he's on, you can throw it anywhere. So that'll bring up Ian Happ. 3 home runs in the first 6 games this season. First pitch to him. Changeup at the top of his own first strike. 6 RBIs. Again, and he's also hitting 208. But again, it's a small sample size. You'd love to see the power, especially in a little bit of a colder start at Wrigley. Here's the 0-1. That's pulled down, or that's hit down the right field line. Martinez going, is tailing. This one will get out of play, and it'll be 0-2 now on Ian Happ. We will not be broadcasting the game tomorrow night, but we will have the Easter Sunday broadcast, Lord willing, on Shy Sports Live right here. 0-2 on Ian Happ. Cantillo looking for a clean 1-2-3 first inning. And here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's out number 3. That's a 1-2-3 top of the first for Cantillo. Out comes Cade Horton and the Cubs defense. Scoreless after 1 on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back into Shy Sports Live. Take a look at the Guardians starting lineup today. First 3 hitters, Kwan, DeLauder, and Ramirez. The 4 through 6 hitters, Manzardo, Naylor, and Martinez. 7 through 9, Schneemann, Arias, and Rocchio. We see the Cubs defense here. Left to right field, Ian Happ, Pete Armstrong, and Matt Shaw. Third to first, Bregman, Swanson, Horner, and Bush. And the first of two battery mates for the Cubs, Carson Kelly behind the plate, and Cade Horton on the mound for the Chicago Cubs today. As it's starting to rain now in Cleveland. Should be a passing shower. First pitch from Horton to get us going is just off the plate for ball one. Our umpires for today's game, Dan Merzel behind the plate, Dan Bellino at first, Mark Rippinger at second, and Shane Livensberger at third. That's a fast one outside corner for a strike, 1-1. 59% ground ball rate in his first start, had 43% in the entire season last year. He powers on the fastball right there for strike one. And again, this is just a passing shower. 1-2. On to play with a changeup, 2-2 now. Had a really good start. Remember, he recovered when he fired his first 22 pitches against the Angels later in the season, were all strikes. 2-2. That's hit down the left field line. Happ going back a touch, but he'll make the catch for the first down. And that's how we get started here in the bottom half of the first inning. Cade had a really good opening start, 2.86 ERA. Chase DeLauder steps into DH today for the Guardians, 273, 4 home runs in 6 games, 5 RBIs. Really good power hitter right now out of the left-handed spot. Got to be careful here for Cade. That's all in for ball one. Cade likes to work fast. Only 22 at bats for DeLauder, and he has 4 home runs. There's a swing and a miss, strike one. White Sox and Toronto tied at 3 during the 8th inning there. Boston on top of San Diego 5-2 during the bottom of the 7th there. Cincinnati and Texas just getting on their way as the 1-1 is chopped slowly towards second base. Horner grabs it, fires the first, and that is 2 quick outs for Cade Horton. So 2 gone. That'll bring up a tough hitter to get out, as Jose Ramirez will step in for the Guardians. A little bit of a slow start, 143 average, a home run, 5 RBIs, but again, we're only 7 games in. This man will likely be hitting close to 300 by the end of the season, as there's the first pitch fastball missing high for ball one. Here's the 1-0. High fly ball on the right field line. Shaw tailing towards the corner in foul territory, makes the catch, and that is a quick 1-2-3 bottom of the first for Horton. 6 up, 6 down combined. We played through 1 in Cleveland. Scoreless on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back into the top of the second inning. Cubs and Guardians scoreless after a complete first. Carson Kelly stepping up for the Cubs, 188 average. No home runs, 3 RBIs. Another slow start, but again, it's early. First pitch from Cantillo. Fastball just slow for ball one. Almost thought about a challenge. I think Bo Naylor did, but decided to not. Probably would have won that challenge too if you asked for it. Here's the 1-0. Ground ball hit past Cantillo and through to shift. That's a base hit for Carson Kelly, and the Cubs had the first base runner of the game. Ground ball back up the middle against the shift, and the Cubs had their first runner on. The trade details, for the Guardians, they sent Clevenger, Allen, and Waldron to the Padres. And the Guardians got Cantillo, Quantrill, Arias, Naylor, Josh Naylor, Miller, and Austin Hedges. That was a ridiculous trade at the time as Bush nearly gets hit in the head with a fastball for ball one. That trade was completed in 2020, and Cantillo is on the mound. One of the people in that trade. Josh Naylor, of course, is in Seattle now, having a really good time over there. There's a strike to Bush now, 1-1. Arias, of course, at short. And Shane Waldron was sent over there. He was one of the players to be named later. He was sent over there. Just a 1-1. That is just inside with a changeup, 2-1 now on Bush. Again, voting his third year as manager for the Guardians. And he's made the playoffs in both of his first 2 years. He was the AL Manager of the Year in each of those 2 years with the Guardians. Ground ball pulled foul. It's 2-2 now on Bush. Bush hitting 286 against the lefty. He's not in the leadoff role. Usually he hits out of the leadoff spot, but he's hitting fifth. This is the first lefty that Cantillo is facing. He only faced one more, and that's PCA. Up and in, it's full now. PCA hitting eighth tonight this afternoon. Carson Kelly, first base runner for either team. It was a base hit. 3-2. Pulled hard, but right at Manzardo. He makes the catch and steps on the bag. That's a double play, sir. He thought it was a third out. Cubs going to say, hold on. He put his glove on the bag. That ball was smoked, by the way. And they're not going to challenge. So that is some bad base running there from Carson Kelly. Of course, it's always difficult whenever there's a line drive to freeze. Oh, that's very close. Might have got him on the hand, actually. But that is 2 outs now. And that'll bring up Dansby Swanson. He smokes this one, but foul. So technically, Cantillo has faced the minimum still. Dansby, 176 average, no home runs or RBIs in his first 6 games. Here's the 0-1. Curveball on the right field line, but foul. 0-2 now on Swanson. Off and on rain likely throughout the afternoon here in Cleveland. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Basically a 1-2-3 for a second inning. Kelly gets a hit, but a double play ends the Cubs threat. To the bottom of the second we go. Scoreless on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the bottom half of the second inning. Cubs and Guardians scoreless through an inning and a third, through an inning and a half. One hit in this game. That was a Carson Kelly single in the top half of the second inning, but he got doubled off on a Michael Busch line drive. Cade Horn in his sophomore season with the Cubs had a really good freshman and rookie season, as he's ready to have another successful season. The highest whip rate on the changeup. Joey Cantillo and Cade Horn both up there at second and third. Cole Reagan's 50%. Really good ace there in Kansas City. There's a first pitch fastball missing just high on Manzardo. That changeup is really good. Here's the 1-0. It's in the dirt, 2-0 now. Manzardo hitting .083 to start the season. Here's the 2-0. Top of the zone, that's a strike with a fastball, 2-1. Manzardo with a wicked mustache. Cade last season used his changeup 12.8% of the time at a 47.8 whiff percentage, and his opponent's batting average was at 115. So that fastball misses up and away. It's now 3-1 on Manzardo. 1 RBI. Here's a 3-1. And slow ball 4. Not a guy you really want to walk in turn with that average, but Horn issues the walk. That's a leadoff walk, and that'll bring up Bo Naylor, younger brother of Seattle Mariner first baseman Josh Naylor. He's a catcher. Also hits lefty. Hitting 158 to start the season. First pitch. That is low away for ball 1. One and 0 count. The pitch. Fastball at the knees. That's a strike. 1-1. A little bit of a delayed call, but it was a strike. There definitely was a little low. Naylor decided not to challenge. And the trainer is coming out to talk with Cade Horton right now. This isn't good. This is not good at all. Unsure. I don't know if the velocity was down. His velocities looked all right. I don't know if he has a blister, if he's just not feeling well, and he's going to be taken out of the game. So Cade Horton's day is done. I wonder if it's something with his arm. Take a look at the last pitch. He looked right at the dugout. So the Cubs are going to have to go to their bullpen already in the bottom of the second. And Cade Horton's day is done 17 pitches into this game. I wonder if Ben Brown or Colin Ray is going to come into the game. Looks like it's Colin Ray. And get that arm loose. So he's going to get as much time as he can to come into the game because of the injury. But that is a big issue right now for the Cubs, as Cade Horton's day is done due to an injury. Don't want to speculate what happened. Just after that last pitch he threw, he looked over at the dugout like 3 times. So Colin Ray is coming in. As Cade Horton is done, we'll come back in a little bit. Cubs and Guardians scoreless on Chi Sports Live. Welcome back here to Shy Sports Live. As Kate Horn, when he came out of the dugout or into the dugout, he went straight into the trainer. Or he went straight into the tunnel to the locker room. Unsure what the injury is as of now. The only thing is that his fastball is averaging 96 in the first inning, but in the second inning it is dropped below 94. And usually, when that happens, there's definitely like shoulder tightness or fatigue with that shoulder. But regardless, Cubs have lost uh, one of their have lost their number two guy for the time being. Unsure how long it's going to be, and hopefully the news is good for him. But Cubs are now going to have to go to their bullpen. Of course, Colin Ray has starting experience. He came out of the bullpen, got a 3 inning save against the Angels last broadcast we had. So, gotta imagine for Craig Counsell, he's going to want to try and get Ray through at least the fifth inning, maybe the sixth inning. But that's a big injury for the Cubs if it's an extended time injury because you got to worry about the lineups. I know Javier Assad is in AAA right now, so he's probably going to be the first guy you call up. But Kate Oren's the guy you rely on as your number two, and the guy that you really want to have as your number two. And overall, it's just tough to see this happen because if it's an extended time injury, it means the season could be done, and we're only 6 games into the season. But Colin Ray, and he's only pitched in one game, which was that 3 inning save. He had 2 earned runs. Had a really good year last year, started 27 games, appeared 5 times out of the bullpen. But we've already hit a stone wall here as the Cubs and Guardians are scoreless here in the bottom of the first inning. It's a 1-1 count on Naylor. First pitch from Ray out of the bullpen is off to play with a fastball for ball 1. Ray has a good cutter. Manzardo on first base, he walked. So Ray will come set. 2-1. Up and away with a changeup, 3-1 now on Naylor. Martinez is on deck. And when we get an update, when we get an update on Kate Horn, we'll try and update you guys as well. There's a fastball top of the zone. It's a strike, full count right now on Naylor. No RBIs again for Bo. He's appeared in 5 of 7 games. This is his 6th game. Here's the 3-2. Ground ball up the middle. Swanson will grab it, steps on the back, fires the first himself. That's a rare 6-4 double play. But it's one that the Cubs easily turn, and that's a big 2 outs after the leadoff walk, and that'll bring up Angel Martinez. And that was just an easy ground ball right back up the middle. Cubs are in a shift, makeshift shift. Swanson makes the play. So 2 gone, that'll bring up Angel Martinez. Hitting 200 to start the season, first pitch. Fastball in the corner, that's a strike. No home runs for Angel, no RBIs either, but could crack one here. Here's the 0-1. Pop fly left side on the changeup, that's out of play. It's 0-2 now on Martinez. Cubs in the top of the third will have Shaw, PCA, and Amaya. 7 through 9 hitters coming up. 0-2. Fastball fouled off. Again, if you're just tuning in, Kate Horton has left the game with with an injury. Unsure of the injury, the type of injury and the magnitude. All we know is that his fastball velocity dropped 3 miles per hour after the first inning. As that's slowed in Martinez. It's 1-2 now. So we'll update you when we get word from the training staff. Here is the 1-2 to Martinez. Change up off the plate, 2-2 now. So, the injury this year, yeah, it might affect the Cubs bullpen today. We don't know how long Colin Ray is going to go. Here's a 2-2. It's inside full now. But what it will affect is the Cubs will seemingly be down to only one long relief pitcher out of the bullpen, Ben Brown, for the rest of the series. Because Ray is going to likely go 4 or 5 innings in this game. And here's a 3-2. Little flare to center field. PCA will come in, and he will make the catch for the third out. Guardians go down in order, seemingly 1-2-3, but an injury to Cade Horn derails the Cubs' start. Cubs Guardians scoreless after 2 on Tri Sports Live. Welcome back to Tri Sports Live. Cubs and Guardians here in the top of the third inning. Scoreless, 1 hit in the game, and that is the Chicago Cubs, Carson Kelly. Guardians have also had a base runner as a walk to Kyle Manzardo. As Joey Cantillo back on start the top of the third. First pitch to Matt Shaw is a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Some more news on Cade Horn, according to field reporter Taylor McGregor on Twitter. Or X, Cade Horn looked to have tears in his eyes when he, is that slowing in 1-1 now, when he was exiting the dugout and going into the tunnel back up to the long clubhouse. So that's not good. And the reactions from both Tommy Hotovy, pitching coach for the Cubs, and Craig Counsell, it definitely seems like more of a serious injury as Shaw swings on the check swing. It's 1-2 now on him. Take a look at the side angle. Yeah, he definitely went. Ball 2 strikes. 25 pitches for Cantillo. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Excellent changeup there from Cantillo. That's out number 1 for Joey. That'll give him his 4th punch out of the game already. Here's Peter Armstrong. The second of 2 lefties he's facing today. 26 pitches for Cantillo through the first 7 hitters. It's a really good start. PCA hitting .261 to start the season. First pitch to him. Up and in with the curveball. 1-0. All chopped weakly foul. 1-1. So a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. Pete early on out. Changeup fouls it off. 1-2. Again, Cantillo with that long walk around the mound. Ball and 2 strikes on PCA to pitch. Chopper again pulled foul. Good little battle here for Pete against Cantillo. 3 straight foul balls after a first pitch curveball up and in missed. Wonder if Joey's going to go with a fastball here. 1-2, another curveball, flared to left field. Ramirez, Arias conversion. Arias lets it fall, and then there's going to be a base hit. And as PCA hits a second, he's safe. Ramirez let Arias take control, and Arias did not catch it, and Ramirez gave a visible frustration there. That's a big, rare defensive error from the Guardians. Stephen Kwan also converging. That's going to be a hit and a double for Pete. As you can see, Ramirez let it fall, or let Arias call him off. And good job from Pete to be hustling out of the box. And a second base, he was safe. A rare pop-up double for Pete. And here's Ian Happ. Here's Miguel Amaya, not Ian Happ. Amaya hitting .375 to start the season. Taking a big lane. He's trying to get him moving. Almost looked like he balked. Pitch is blown away for ball 1. It looked like he moved initially, and it was very subtle, but it looked like he balked. But here's the pitch. Swing and miss. Pete going. Throw to third is high, and that is strike 2. And PCA has a stolen base. So the go-ahead run is 90 feet away, had an excellent jump, and absolutely no shot for Naylor. Even if that was a perfect throw, would have been safe. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Amaya hits this on the ground, fair down the line. Cubs are going to take the lead, and Amaya is going to have another base hit. He's heading to second. He is going to make it in there safely. Back-to-back doubles for the Cubs offense. And the Cubs have taken a 1-0 lead. So after the mistake by the Guardians left side of the infield, the Cubs make them pay, as they should, and they're on top 1-0, and that's their 3rd hit of the game. Infield was pulled in, and with the way the ball was hit down the line, I don't think Ramirez would have had a shot at getting that ball, even if he was playing back. But Amaya, another great hit, and a good start to the season. That's in the dirt for ball 1 to Horner. Nico grounded out the short in his last at bat. 304 on the season, has another RBI opportunity out there on second. 3 RBIs on the season. Here's the 1-0. Fast for a curveball right down the middle. That's a strike 1-1. Here's the 1-1. In the dirt on a changeup, 2-1. 38 pitches now for Cantillo. He was at 26 when the inning started. Cubs are trying to make him work a bit. 2-1. Another curve up and away. 3-1 now. Cubs have Bregman and Happ. Three and 1 on Horner. The pitch. Now an in, ball 4. Back-to-back doubles and a walk now issued from Cantillo. Cubs have some business going here. At about in the top of the 3rd, as here comes Alex Bregman. He struck out swinging in his last at bat. 40 pitches now for Cantillo. Cubs like to get that up over 50 after this half inning is over with. They have to go to the bullpen early, so should the Guardians. First pitch, up and away to Bregman, 1-0. Cubs won their last game they played in this ballpark. That was 10 years ago. All no strikes. The pitch. It's a backdoor curveball called strike. Of course, they haven't. This isn't the first time they played each other since that World Series. They played each other at Wrigley and in spring training the year after the World Series. So here is the 1-1. Another great curveball from Cantil, top of the zone, 1-2 now. I always feel like the World Series, the winner and the runner-up should play the first series of the season against each other. And reserve the first 3 games of the season for the World Series winners. That's Illinois. It's 2-2 now. So the 30 teams won't know their first 3 games of the season until we get to the playoffs, and then until we get to the last 2, then you'll know. And the winner of the World Series should get the home opener. Here's the 2-2. Curveball, perfect pitch, called strike 3. That's out number 2. Bregman goes down on strikes for the second time today. Swinging and looking. That was an excellent past few curveballs for Cantillo have been excellent. That's a perfect pitch. That's now 5 punch-outs for Cantillo. Here's Ian Happ. He's 0 for 1 today. He struck out, swinging in his last at-bat. First pitch. Fastball inside corner. That's a strike, 0-1. Cantillo again out of Hawaii. Honolulu, Hawaii. See if Ian can connect on something here. Get another couple runs in. 0-1. Just low. 1-1 now. Looked like it missed by about an inch or so down. 47 pitches for Cantillo now. Has had a lot of work to do here in the top of the third. 1-1. Ground ball pulled foul, 1-2 now on Happ. So that goes into the camera wells. Ball 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the third, 2 on for the Cubs. 2 hits an inning. And a walk. Doubles by PCA and Amaya. A walk for Horner. 1-2. Swing and a miss on a nice change of 6 strikeouts now for Joey Cantillo. Cubs get 1 run on 2 hits and a walk. To the bottom of the third we go. In Cleveland, it's Watson Cubs on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the bottom of the third inning. Got an update on Cade Horton's status. He departed the game due to right forearm discomfort. That is being reported by the Cubs. So we'll see what ultimately comes out of that. We at least know the type of potential injury he has. It's something, again, has something to do with the throwing arm, which is never good for pitchers. The only thing is that we do know he has discomfort in it. There's a ground ball hit to Horner. He'll fly to first in time for the first out. Steeman goes down quickly. So he's had Tommy John before, has Cade Horton. You hope he does not have to have it again, because not only will that end his year this year, but he won't be pitching next year either. So the next time the Cubs will see him won't be until 2028. Here's Gabriel Arias. Fastball top of the zone, that's a strike on one. Aided in the Cubs, 1 run in the top half of this inning. 105 has a home run. 0-1 just inside 1-on-1. Little pop-up down the left field line by PCA. Hustle out of the box immediately, got the second. First, that was a mistake by the Guardians. Good tight slider there from Reyes. Swing and a miss, 1-2 now on Arias. Kwan, Ramirez, and Arias converge. Kwan really had no play on the ball. It was basically between Swanson or Arias and Ramirez backed off. Arias looked like he was going to make the catch, and he just let it fall, and he takes a look at a slider right down the middle for strike 3. So Colin Reyes a strikeout, his first of the game. Cubs have struck out 6 times today on offense. Until having an excellent start. So here's Brian Rocchio. By the way, Toronto on top now over the White Sox, 4-3 there in the top of the 10th inning there. First pitch. Swing and miss on a nice curveball from Ray. Rocchio, 3 RBIs. Here's the 0-1. Up on the way with a changeup, 1-on-1 now. Kansas City against Milwaukee in Kansas City later today. And then the nightcaps, Los Angeles against Seattle. The Athletics against Houston, 1-1. Just out to play 2-1. Arizona against Atlanta. 8:45 in that game. And then at 9:15, San Francisco against the Mets. Friday Night Baseball. Here's the 2-1. Ground ball hit towards short. Swanson will dive, fires the first, and he just throws off the line. Excellent play there from Swanson, but that is going to be the first hit of the game for the Cleveland Guardians. Got to imagine. Don't think they're going to give him an error on that. That was a tough play. Excellent reaction there. Yeah, that likely would have been a base hit. Would have been actually a lot closer than I thought. Might have been out if it was an accurate throw, but still, that should be a base hit. They are really into a single. First pitch to Kwan is a strike in the knee, 0-1. Really excellent diving stop there from Swanson. Just to even have a shot at getting that out was really huge. Here's the 0-1. Runner goes, Kwan pulls it foul. It's 0-2 now. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the third, 1-0 Cubs. Cleveland just got their first hit of the game. Again, Conrad in for Cade Horton in the bottom of the second inning due to Horton leaving with right forearm discomfort. The 0-2. Check swing. And home plate umpire says he went. That's strike 3. Cubs stranded base runner. Guardians don't score. To the 4th we go in Cleveland. 1-0 Cubs on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the top of the fourth inning. The Cubs' 150th anniversary team. Cast your vote to help decide who makes the anniversary team on Cubs150.com now. Cubs on top 1-0 on top 1-0 of the on top of the Guardians 1-0. As Carson Kelly 1 for 1 today, single to center, lead it off for Cubs. Cantillo going strong until the top of the third as the first pitch to Kelly's fell back to the screen 0-1. Again, Cubs on top of a couple doubles back to back on the top of the third by PCA and Amaya. Scored PCA. Here's the 0-1. Line to right field. Martinez will make the catch for the first out. So, pretty hard hit ball there from Kelly, but towards Martinez, and that's down number 1. Number Michael Busch lined out into a double play in his last at bat as Kelly was doubled off in the second inning after that leadoff single. First pitch to Busch. Fastball top of the zone for a strike on 1. Here's the 0-1. Oh, what a change up. Man, that did not look like a strike at all until I got to the glove. It's 0-2 now on Bushy. 53 pitches for Cantillo through 3 1/3. 6 strikeouts. 1 walk. 0-2. Line to left field now. Kwan comes in, now goes back and makes the catch for the second out. So, couple lineouts for the Cubs offense in this half inning, but nothing to show for it. Then we got Dansby Swanson 0 for 1 today. He struck out swinging in his last at bat. Line drive is 0.2 of a mile per hour slower than Carson Kelly's was to start the inning. First pitch to Swanson. He'll follow back to the screen for a strike on 1. We were expecting a pitcher's duel today potentially, but now with Colin Rea on the mound at this point in time, we were expecting Kate Horn to be throwing the ball fine, but the way it's being phrased and the way the reactions were, it does not look good with his injury with his forearm. Here's the 0-1. Curveball in the dirt, 1-1 no. Again, we will not be broadcasting Game 2 of the series tomorrow due to church services. Sunday's game will be broadcasted here on Shy Sports Live. On Easter Sunday, the 1-1. It's a curveball up, and it's 2-1 now. Matt Shaw on deck, PCA in the hole, Miguel Amaya and the deck. 2-1. Another nice changeup, 2-2 now on Swanson. I mean, that's 14, 15 miles per hour slower than his fastball, and it's a straight change too. So it's coming in. It's looking like a fastball halfway, and all of a sudden it just looks like it's just floating the rest of the way. So here is the 2-2 from Cantillo. Fly towards right field. Martinez going to his left. Camps under it, and that is the third out. Cubs go down in order 1, 2, 3. They don't score. Bottom of the fourth, we go on Shy Sports Live. 1-0 Cubs. Welcome back here to the bottom half of the fourth inning. The Cubs on top of the Guardians 1-0. As we are set for the bottom half of the fourth inning here. Colin Rea on for his second inning of work, or third inning of work. Second full inning, there's a strike. 0-1. Seiya Suzuki will be making his first rehab start tonight at Knoxville. So he is, there's the 0-1. Ball smoked through the right side hole, and Chase DeLauder has a base hit. Second hit of the game for the Guardians. Ball was absolutely tattooed, 5.7 off the bat. By the way, the White Sox just walked off the Blue Jays 5-4 in the bottom half of the 10th inning there. Here's the first pitch to Jose Ramirez from Colin Rea. Curveball in there for strike one. Ramirez in his last at bat flew out the right. Matt Shaw in foul territory. Here's the 0-1. Check swing, they appeal at third. They say he did not go to Shane Livensparger. It's 1-1 now. Here's the 1-1. There's a swing and a miss. 1-2 now on Ramirez. He'll take his timeout. On 2 strikes. The pitch. Inside, nearly hits Ramirez. It is 2-2 now. As Ray will throw it to first, DeLauder's back in time. First disengagement of the at-bat. Line drive left field. That is going to be another base hit for the Guardians. Back-to-back singles, and they have something going here off of Colin Rea now. Now bring up Carl Manzardo. Now he walked in his last plate appearance. He was the last batter that Cade faced. It was a nice curveball from Rea, but again, Jose Ramirez is a tough hitter to get out and just slaps it on a line drive to left field. Guardians surrendering here in the bottom of the fourth inning. First pitch. Pop fly left side out of play. 0-1 on Manzardo. Pittsburgh on top of Baltimore 4-0. They're in the bottom of the third inning there. Kansas City, Milwaukee again. They're going to get underway at 6:45 in Missouri. Cubs here on top 1-0. Here's the 0-1. Top of his own, that's a strike to Manzardo, 0-2 now. White Sox again walked off the Blue Jays in the bottom of the 10th inning. Rea comes set. The 0-2. There's a flare left field on a play. We'll do it again. Just across the 1 hour mark here on the broadcast to end the game. 0-2. Inside 1-2 now. Bo Naylor and Angel Martinez on deck and in the hole. 1-2. Another foul ball for Manzardo. He's doing a really good job of making Colin work. Eating up some pitches now. He's up to 36 pitches, and he hasn't had a full opportunity to do a workout to get ready for this game because he had to come in on such short notice due to the injury. Here's the 1-2. Up and away, 2-2 now. If you're Craig, you like to get it. You like him to get through this inning and the fifth inning and get your bullpen guys into the sixth, but you don't want to stretch Ray too long and have him run into trouble, or maybe even have him get hurt. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Excellent slider there from Colin. That's out number 1. And that is his third strikeout of the game. That was actually a curveball, actually, not a slider. Excellent pitch. We got Bo Naylor 0 for 1 today. Grounded into a double play in his last at bat to Dansby Swanson. Boston beat San Diego 5-2. Cincy and Texas, they're tied at 2. They're in the bottom of the fourth. Just slow right there to Naylor. Philly on top of Colorado 9-0 there. Minnesota and Tampa Bay, a weird start that they were delayed due to a power outage in the greater Minneapolis area. And that power outage and electrical systems are finally working, so they had to delay the game due to that. As here's the 2-0. Nice changeup on the corner. That's a strike. 2-1 now on Naylor. Cubs would love a double play right here. Not only get out of this inning, but get out of this inning without a run scored and keeping the lead. And to keep Ray's pitch count still relatively low. The 2-1. Throw to left out of play. 2-2 now. Again, if you're just tuning in, Colin Rea came into the bottom of the second inning after Kate Oren left with the injury. It's being ruled as right forearm discomfort. So here's the 2-2. Another foul ball. The concerning part of that is that he basically had tears in his eyes when he was going to the clubhouse. And there were pretty sad reactions from both the pitching coach, Tommy Hotovy, and manager Craig Counsell rubbing his hair. And Ray will step off. Two. Going in, it's full now. Angel Martinez on deck. 44 pitches now thrown from Colin out of the bullpen. Probably getting a little excited. Swing and a miss, strike 3. What a changeup there from Ray, and that's out number 2. Now bring up Angel Martinez. Excellent pitch there. Martinez 0 for 1 today. Flew out to center field in his last at bat. First pitch from Colin. That's grounded foul. 1 has a changeup. Ever since the first 2 runners reached on singles for Cleveland, Rays battled back and struck out the last 2. Has 4 strikeouts on the game now. A chance here to make it a 5th. 0-1. Swing and a miss by Martinez. 0-2 now. Colin a strike away from getting out of this inning unscathed. He'll come set. The 0-2. Ground ball hit hard to first base. Bush will grab it, on there and flip to Rea. And he gets out of this inning after 2 singles have started. 2 strikeouts and a ground out to an inning. To the 5th we go on Shy Sports Live. 1-0 Cubs. Welcome back here to the top half of the fifth inning. Cubs on top 1-0 over the Cleveland Guardians. So Matt Shaw will lead it off for the Cubs against Joey Cantillo. Pitch number 60. The fastball missing high for ball one. Joey has 6 strikeouts, 1 walk. He's given up only 3 hits. Of course, the 1 run, which really should not have happened. 1-0, that's flying to right now to play. 1-1 now on Shaw. Shaw 0 for 1 today. Struck out swinging in his last at bat. Here's the 1-1. That's 0-2-1 now. It'll be interesting to see how Counsell attacks the rest of this game with Colin Ray. I think he's going to give him the 5th inning, but I think he's going to go to the bullpen after that. Here's the 2-1. Line drive, 1 hopper, snagged by Rocchio, fires the first, and that is out number 1. So leadoff hitter down for the Cubs. That'll bring a PCA double on a pop fly, a rare pop fly double down the left field line. And it was basically aided by miscommunication. And really, I think Arias was the main guy at fault on that play. But he also stole third base. Would have scored on that double on the line regardless, as that's in the dirt for ball 1. But makes it a lot easier when you're 90 feet away and there's a ball hit hard down the line. That's fair. Not the run is hard. Pete hitting .292 now in the season. No home runs yet, but he has the 3 RBIs. 1-0. Chases that pitch. 1-1 now. Cantillo at 65 pitches now. Guardians have a really good bullpen. Cubs also have a decent bullpen. The 1-1. And there's a half swing and a miss 1-2 now on PCA. Cantillo comes set. 1-2. Low off the plate, maybe. It's 2-2 now. That was a very close pitch. One that Naylor might have won on a challenge. 2-2. Pop fly behind home plate. Naylor might have a play on this one, and he will, and he makes the catch for the second out. So Pete can't beat the pop-up on that play. There's 2 outs now. Another one, Miguel Amaya. He doubled in his last at-bat, an RBI double. Excuse me. All right, 2 outs now here in the top half of the 5th inning. Amaya now hitting .444 on the season with 3 RBIs now. First pitch. Curveball. Misses high for ball 1. This will be pitch number 70 now for Cantillo. Here's the 1-0. High fly ball off the end of the bat. Kwan and Schneemann converging as Kwan making the catch for the 3rd down. Cubs go down in order 1-2-3. We're halfway home on today's game. Cubs on top 1-0 on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the bottom half of the fifth inning. Cubs on top, 1-0 over the Guardians as Daniel Schneemann will lead it off against Colin Ray. First pitch. Curveball top of the zone, up to strike on one. Schneemann grounded out the Horner in his last at bat. This will be the half-century pitch here from Colin. Pitch number 50, high fly ball. Pretty well hit. Right center field. PCA lets it hit off the wall. Schneemann's heading to second. The throw is just late. And that's a leadout double for Daniel Schneemann. And that ball's absolutely tattooed to right center field. Luckily for Ray, he didn't have enough backspin. 106.8 miles per hour off the bat. And for Pete, made it very close. Did not get the best of jumps off of it. And the throw was almost in time. So here is Gabriel Arias. Struck out looking at his last at bat. First pitch by Ray is low for ball one. Arias 1 for 10 this season. That one hit was the home run that he hit. Not in this game, but in this season. The 1-0. That's inside. It's 2-0 now. That's 4 hits now for the Guardians. Colby Milner is getting loose in that Cubs bullpen right now. Swing and a miss by Arias. 2-1. Rookie switch hitter. He's on deck, and Stephen Kwan, a lefty, he's in the hole. 2-1. Swing and a miss on another nice slider, a changeup, whatever it was tight and on the corner. It's 2-2 now. Two. One away, full now. Pick off attempt back to second. Three two, just slow. That's ball 4. I'm going to put runners on first and second now with nobody out. For Brian Rocchio. 1 for 1 today, singled. Rocchio 1 for 1 to single. First pitch, Rocchio shows Bond, gets it down the third base line. It's a good one. Only plays at first, and Bregman makes it, and that's out number 1. So now move both runners in scoring position with 1 out now. And we got Kwan. And is Counsell coming up? Yes, he is. So Counsell's coming out. Milner will come in, and Colin Ray will depart. We'll be back into this. Cubs on top 1-0, but the Guardians are threatening once again. It's 1-0 Cubs in Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the bottom of the fifth inning. Hobie Miller coming in the pitch for the Cubs. 2 runners on for the Guardians right now. Second and third base. Those are both inherited. Both are courtesy of Colin Ray. Colin Ray coming in after Cade Oren was able to only pitch 1 complete inning. First pitch to Quan, misses up for ball 1. I believe due to that injury, he only threw 17 pitches and 1 walk. Colin Ray threw 3 1/3, 58 pitches, 38 strikes, 4 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, no earned runs yet. There's a pop fly. This is going to get the second out if Swanson can make the catch, and he does. That's out number 2. So that's a huge out and another out with Guardians runners in scoring position. Now we're going to Chase DeLauder. 4th appearance out of the bullpen for Milner. 2 1/3 innings, 7.71 ERA, 1 homer allowed. 40% ground ball rate. Has not walked or struck out any hitters. DeLauder 1 for 2 today. A single and a ground out. This is a big out here. Just have to play with that slider 1-0 now on DeLauder. Jose Ramirez, a guy you do not want to face, is on deck. The 1-0. Little flare. That's going to get down in front of Happ. The game is going to get tied. Second run is coming around. What a throw from Ian Happ. And he is out. Ian Happ, what a play. Guardians are going to say, hold on, but he looked out. What a play from Ian Happ. Stephen Vogt holding everyone up. You're going to say no. And it is tied at 1, but Ian Happ saves the go-ahead run from scoring. To the 6th we go, 1-1 tie on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back at the top half of the 6th inning. Chase DeLauder, RBI single to tie it up, but Ian Happ, a Gold Glove winner, made an excellent throw, throwing out Arias. And an excellent play from Kelly. He had to get into the base runner's path to field that ball. Makes a nice tag on the shoulder, getting the out. Excellent play there. As awesome. Ian Happ and Stephen Kwan, only 2 players with Gold Gloves in each of the last 4 seasons, and both have played left field in that span. Kwan last year led an MLB outfielders with assists with 40 over these last 4 seasons. Ian Happ, tied for second with 36. Turner 0 for 1 today, grounded on a walk. First pitch from Cantillo is up and away for ball 1. So Colin Ray's decision is now 1 earned run. Here's the 1-0. Just missing high. It's 2-0. 1 earned run, and he also won't be eligible for the win anymore. We have a new ball game here in Cleveland. Until comes set. The 2-0. Again up and away, 3-0 now. Gotta imagine this is going to be the last inning for Cantillo. Won't face another lefty until Bush was the number 5 hitter in the lineup. Rio in there for a strike, 3-1. He's fit hitting in this inning. So I think Vogel's just going to try and let Cantillo go until he's into some trouble. Only 3 hits for the Cubs in this game so far. 3-1. That's up and away. Ball 4. Second walk issued from Cantillo. Warner gets his second walk of the game. I'll bring up Alex Bregman. He's struck out on both of his appearances today. One looking, one swinging. Catch the Cubs against the Pirates April 10th to 12th in Chicago. Paul Skeens, Ian Happ. Likely going to see Paul Skeens in that series, maybe. There's a strike to Alex Bregman. They also called up Connor Griffin at a RBI or 2 RBI double, I believe, in his first Major League at bat. Congratulations to him. Here's the 0-1. Up and away, 1-1 now. It's the home opener for Pittsburgh there. See if Bregman can connect with a pitch here. Try and drive it. 1-1. Another backdoor curve off the plate, 2-1. That's pitch number 78 for Cantillo. 2-1. Nice straight change. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. And again, that straight change is really tough for hitters to pick up right now. And if Cantillo can get a little bit extra velocity on his fastball, that's going to make that pitch even more dangerous. Runners going. There's a curveball and gets hit through the right side hole. Excellent hit and run there. Horner's going to head to third. And the Cubs have runners on the corners with nobody out. What a hit and run there produced by the Cubs. And there's nobody out, runners on the corners now for Ian Happ. Happ struck out twice today. I think Nico would have stolen that base, even if that wasn't a hit. Cubs are in business now with Cantillo up to 80 pitches in the game. Gotta imagine the Guardians aren't going to let him go much longer. His pitching coach is out to talk with him. Be a big hitting opportunity here for Happ. 3 home runs, 5 RBIs. We'll have to get a 6th RBI, get the Cubs the lead right back. Cantillo comes set. The pitch. Big overhand curveball up and away for ball 1. Pretty soon, as David Festa is getting loose in that Guardians bullpen, pretty soon it's going to be easy for Cubs to pick up that curveball. High fly ball down the left field line. Kwan coming in. He's going to make the catch. Horner is going to hold at third. That's a big first out for Cleveland. It's a double play, and the inning is now in order. Here's Carson Kelly, 1 for 2. With a single, I think that's going to be it for Cantillo. Now comes Stephen Vogt. Cantillo will depart. So will we. Cubs and Guardians tied at 1. Cubs running. Way back into this, Cubs. You listen to Cubs baseball on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the top half of the sixth inning. Cubs are threatening right now with runners on the corners with one out is Matt Festa. I think I said David Festa. Matt Festa is on the pitch for Cleveland today. His third appearance. 3 innings, a 6.0 ERA, 30% ground ball rate, 22% strikeout rate. He'll face Kelly and Bush and Swanson if they get to Swanson. And this is up for ball one. Festa has a two-pitch mix, basically. It's a fastball and a slider. And if you could pick up the release point, it's going to make it easy to understand what the heck is coming at you very quickly. 1-0, high fly ball, left field. Ramirez is going to have a play, makes the catch right at the wall for the second out. And after the Cubs get runners on the corners with nobody out, they pull the Cleveland Guardians and they have popped out twice. One to Kwan, one to Ramirez, and now it's up to Michael Bush, who's 0 for 2 today. Lined out into a double play, and he's also lined out overall. So he's lined out twice. Now would be a good time to get a good swing and just drive this into the gap and score 1 run, maybe 2. Festa comes set to pitch. Out to play for ball 1. Against righties last season, 30 home runs for Michael Bush, 272 average. 1-0, pop fly, left side again. No way this is going to be possible. Ramirez has a play again, and the Cubs, after getting runners on the corners with nobody out, pop out 3 times to the left side of the field. We're tied at 1 is right to the bottom of the 6th on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Cubs just stranded 2 runners in scoring position as Jose Ramirez lined this one well down the left field line, but it's foul. Kobe Milner back out for the bottom of the 6th inning. I'll have another 2 lefties up after Jose Ramirez. just got to get past Jose. 0-1, little pop fly, center field. She hit a little better than I thought it was, but PCA is right under it, and that makes the catch for the first out. So 2 out, or 1 out, sorry. Now we have Kyle Manzardo. 0 for 1 today, a walk on the strikeout, swinging in his last at bat. First pitch, Manzardo, high fly ball, left center field. PCA calls off that run. And that is the second out quickly here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And we got Bo Naylor 0 for 2. Double play and a strikeout swing. Two outs. First pitch from the Naylor just off the play for ball one. Yankees winning 8-2 today. Boston won 5-2 over San Diego. 1-0. Hard hit ground ball through the right side hole for a base hit. That's hit number 6 now for the Guardians offense. And the first for Bo Naylor. We got Angel Martinez 0 for 2 today. Fly out on the ground out. Switch hitter is Martinez. A couple runs for Baltimore now. They're still trailing Pittsburgh, but it's now 4-2. They're in the 5th in that game. First pitch from Milner. Ground ball hit weakly towards short. Swanson on and flipped to second, and that is the 3rd out. Guardians go down quickly. They get a hit, but nothing else. The 7th we go in Cleveland. They're tied at 1 on Shy Sports Live. Come to the Cubs game on April 11th versus Pittsburgh as the Cubs take on the Pirates. It is Ben Zobrist's bobblehead day up for the first 10,000 fans. Remember the last time he played in this ballpark? Slapped the RBI single down the left field line, which gave the Cubs the 7-6 lead at the time. They needed to get that other run to ultimately win, but that gave the Cubs the lead at that time. As Connor Brogdon is in the pitch now for the Guardians. First pitch to Swanson is popped up right side. That's 3 straight pop flies in a row. Manzardo has room and makes the catch in foul territory for the first out. So another week out for this Cubs offense. I'll bring in Matt Shaw. He's 0 for 2 today. Struck out on a ground out. Cubs offense needs to get going here. Brogdon, the young righty, 3rd appearance out of the bullpen, 2 innings, 4.50 ERA, 1 home run allowed, 37% strikeout rate, 40% ground ball rate. And that's on the corner for a strike 0-1. Get to have our first ABS challenge of the game today. We've had one in both of our first 2 broadcasts. The 0-1. Swing and a miss on a nice slider, 0-2 now on Shaw. Again, 4 hits for the Cubs. They had 2 in the 3rd. And they've scattered the other two, the rest of the game, the 0-2. Line drive, right center field it pretty well. Going back to Schneemann, he looks up and he makes the catch. What a play there from Daniel Schneemann. What an excellent catch out there in right center field, robbing Matt of extra base, 102 miles per hour off the bat. Makes the catch. What a play there. That's 2 outs now. They're doing a PCA pop out and a pop-ups double. So 2 outs. First pitch to PCA. Change up low for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Just off the plate. 2-0 now on PCA. Brogdon comes set. The 2-0. High fly ball on the right field line. It's gone, but it's foul. Into the corner. The place the corner. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch. Fouled back to the screen. 2-2 now on Pete. Guardians scheduled to go up in the bottom of the 7th. Schneemann, Arias, and Rocchio. 7, 8, 9 hitters. It's a packed house on the home opener for Cleveland. Brogdon comes set to 2-2. This is head high. It's full now. Pete also stole base when he reached base. 3-2. Chase Allen popped up left side, tailing. This is going to get out of play. Do it again. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 7th. Here in Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Three, 2. Ground ball pulled foul. We'll do it again. Three, 2. Another foul ball from Pete. Nice little battle here. The 9th pitch of the at bat. There's 5 foul balls now for Pete in this at bat. 3-2. Fly ball, left field. Kwan makes the call and the catch for the 3rd out. Cubs go down in order 1-2-3. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's stretch time in Cleveland, tied at 1 on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the bottom half of the seventh inning. Cubs and Guardians tied at 1 here in Cleveland, as Daniel Schneemann will lead it off for the Cleveland Guardians. 1 for 2 today, grounded a double. Hunter Harvey is on the mound. Back in the second inning, unfortunately for the Cubs. Cade Horton looked a couple times into the dugout. Right form to discomfort was the official reason he left. Harvey, 2 appearances this season, 2 1/3. 30% strikeout rate. Throws the ball really hard. Really, the big key for him is can he stay healthy on the field, because he's going to be one of the bigger pieces for this Cubs bullpen if he can stay healthy, and the Cubs absolutely need him, especially in late game situations like these. And the Cubs tied at 1 on the first game of a 3-game set. So Harvey steps in, comes set. And the first pitch in the bottom of the 7th is a fastball top of the zone up to strike the Schneemann. Yankees beat the Marlins 8-2. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss 0-2 now on Schneemann. Oh, 2. So it's 1-2 now. Harvey comes set. 1-2. Little pop fly, maybe a broken bat, left center field. Pete will make the catch for the first out to get us going here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Going to bring up Gabriel Arias 0 for 1 today. Strikeout looking, and he's walked. Cubs have yet to play an extra inning game so far to start the season. First pitch to Arias, going away for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Fastball in the corner, that's a strike. 1-1 now on Arias. Here's the 1-1. Inside corner, that's a strike. 1-2 now. You look here at this pitch. Yeah, did at the corner. Wasn't really a received ball from Kelly, but it was a strike. 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. Slider long away, 2-2 now. Still no challenges yet between these two teams with the ABS challenge, which I think has worked perfectly this season. I like the way that they're utilizing the challenge system for it as well. Here's the 2-2. Fouled out of play. I know some people were saying only have 2 challenges total. I like the situation where it's similar to like a coach's challenge. If you win the challenge, then you keep the challenge. So you could have like 15 challenges a game. Here's the 2-2. Fouled, I think, off the mask of Kelly. Had no reaction, like he got hurt. 2-2 on Arias. The pitch. Fly ball right field hit well down the line. That ball is going to go. Gabriel Arias, a home run to right field. And just like that, the Guardians are on top, 2-1. Second home run of the year for Arias, his second hit of the season. 2 hits, 2 home runs, 102 miles per hour on the exit velo, 358 feet on the projected distance. And just like that, the Guardians are on top, 2-1 at the bottom of the seventh. More importantly, as that was a curveball right down the middle, more importantly, the Cubs are down to their final 6 outs in this game. Second row out in right field, and for Harvey, first earned run given up this season. Here's Brian Rocchio, 1 for 1 today. A single sacrifice bunt. Looks at a first pitch off the plate for ball 1. Harvey comes, sets. A 1-0. At the knees, that's a strike. He's going to ask for a challenge. Look like a good pitch there. I think Cleveland's going to lose their first challenge. Yep. It's a strike. So it is 1-1. Pitch is confirmed. And the Guardians have 1 ABS challenge left. 1-1, that's in the dirt, 2-1 now. Here's a 2-1. Round ball pulled foul, 2-2 now on Rocchio. Two. And a dirt, good block from Kelly. No offer from Rocchio, though. It's full now. You don't want to walk a hitter after giving up a home run. I'd like to get this out here so you avoid having to face Ramirez potentially in this inning. Kwan is on deck. The water in the hole. 3-2. Another foul ball. Harvey's already up to 17 pitches now. He's facing his third batter. Three-two. Round ball pulled to second. Horner backs up, makes the play, fires the first, and that is out number 2 now. So 2 out. That'll bring up Stephen Kwan, hitless today. Fly out, strike on a pop out in his first 3 at bats so far. For Harvey, he's just looking to get this last out. Gowdy is sitting unscathed after the home run. Harvey's in a first pitch curveball for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. On in, it's 1-1 now in Kwan. Harvey comes set. 1-1. Just off the plate, 2-1 now. Two-one. Kwan pulls that foul. It's 2-2 now. Harvey comes set to 2-2. Nice changeup, but it's off the plate and low. It's full now on Kwan. 3-2. Foul ball. Thank goodness for the netting. That ball was actually tattooed right into the stands when the netting was right there to stop it. Three two. Oh, that's ball four. Quan walks. I'm gonna bring up the louder. 2 for 3 today. Ground out and a couple singles left to left and right field. Jacob Webb is now getting loose in that Cubs bullpen. And Tommy Hadeby is going to come out to talk with Hunter Harvey. Cubs down 2-1. Cubs get out to an early 1-0 lead. Back-to-back doubles from PCA and Amaya. And then RBI single from DeLauder in the bottom of the fifth inning. Ian Happ threw Arias out at home, which saved the Cubs from going down 2-1 at the time. But then Guardians went back up 2-1 anyways, courtesy of Gabriel Arias' solo home run in the bottom half of this inning. Those are the scoring plays today. Tampa Bay on top of Minnesota 3-0. Pittsburgh added a run. They're on top 5-2 over Baltimore. They're in the sixth inning there. And it's DeLauder 2 for 3, 2 singles today with an RBI, 320 average now in the season. That misses just low, maybe inside with the ball, 1-0. DeLauder with Country Roads is his walk-up song. Gotta imagine if they make the playoffs and he's playing with Cleveland, that's going to be an amazing song to hear in the playoffs, especially after a big situation in favor of Cleveland. There's a pop fly out of play, 1-1 now. Here's the 1-1. Rolling inside, 2-1. Pickoff attempt at first, and Quan is back in time. Hunter Harvey up to 28 pitches now, effectively taking him out of the opportunity to pitch tomorrow. If he really has to throw a lot more, it might even take him out Sunday. 2-1. Off to play, 3-1 now. Across the 2-hour mark here in today's broadcast end game. Cubs down to their final 6 outs of the game now after the home run from Arias. Again, we will not be broadcasting Game 2 tomorrow, but we will be broadcasting Game number 3, Lord willing. 3-1. That ball is absolutely tattooed to the right, and DeLauder has another home run in his rookie season. It is 4-1 now, Cleveland. 5th home run of the season for Chase DeLauder. And they've opened it up a little bit now, and you can imagine that's going to be it for Hunter Harvey. And the youngster crushes another one. 402 feet on the distance. Exit velocity, 400 miles per hour. Fastball in third, and DeLauder just gets to bat it on it, and that was a no-doubter. It's the third hit of the game now. And that is it for Hunter Harvey. Field apart, so will we. Guardians on top of the Cubs, 4-1. We're listening to Cubs Baseball on Tri Sports Live. Tune in tomorrow after the final out to watch Cubs post-game live on Marquee Sports Live. Cubs and Guardians on Fox tomorrow night on Saturday Night Baseball. Jacob Webb will come into pitch here in the bottom of the seventh inning. 2 appearances, 2 innings, 1 home run allowed. 22% strikeout rate, 22% walk rate, and the ground ball rate at 60%. First pitch to Ramirez is a changeup right down the middle for strike one. Chase Lauder, a 5th home run of the season, extending the Guardians' lead to 4-1. It's a 3-run inning for Cleveland. Here's the 0-1. Inside corner, that's a strike 0-2. And the Cubs' offense, which has been really sluggish to start the season, is looking like it's even going to be even sluggish even more. The 0-2. And so it's 1-2. Only 4 hits for the Cubs today. A couple of instances where they stranded runners in scoring position and due to pop outs. This is a 1-2. That ball's really fouled off. Ramirez didn't even move after the hit. Well, but a good year last year with Texas. 55 appearances. 3.0 ERA. Here's the 1-2. So in, it's 2-2 now. Cubs scheduled due up in the top of the 8th. Amaya, Horner, and Bregman. Got to get a couple hits. 2-2. Up and away, and it's full. This has also been an issue today for the Cubs. They've gotten the 2 strikes early, but they have really struggled to put away these Guardians hitters. Whether they're walking them or just giving up a lot of foul balls or just not throwing in competitive pitches, it's been a big issue. 3-2, line drive center field. It's going to fall in front of PCA for a base hit, and that is another hit in the inning. And heading to second is Ramirez. The throw is a good throw, but not in time. That is going to be a double. Unless PCA bobbled it. Unsure what happened exactly. If that was a misplay there, we'll have to see on the replay here. Little flare. Pete's walking in, slows down. Yeah, he bobbled it, still bobbled it, and then allowed Ramirez to get in the second. So that's going to be a single and an error on Pete. There's a foul ball to Manzardo. No balls in a strike. Manzardo 0 for 2 today. Walk, a strikeout, and a flyout. 0-1, that's inside 1-1. And 1 swing and a miss, 1-2 now. Just a 1-2. And they're at 2-2 now. Ramirez in the franchise is second in every category besides hits. He's 7th there, but gotta imagine he's gonna be the greatest in the history of the franchise. As Manzardo has this one hard right to Horner. He bobbles it, but he's able to fire the first in time to get the third out. But unfortunately for the Cubs, they squandered the lead earlier, and now they're down by 3. 3 runs and 3 is an in and an air. Guardians on top, 4-1. We're today. It's on Trash Sports Live. Welcome back here to the top of the 8th inning. Shawn Armstrong on the pitch for Cleveland. This is his 5th appearance. And for the Cubs, they have 9-1-2 coming up. They're down 3, so they need 4 to win this game as of right now in terms of runs. As Moises Ballesteros is pinch hitting for Miguel Amaya. So the first pitch strike. Here's the 0-1. And so it's 1-1 now. Ballesteros hitting 167 on the season. Interesting that Craig went with Ballesteros instead of keeping Amaya. Here's the 1-1. Late call strike Ballesteros. Asking for a challenge. Now they appeal to. Okay, they're just calling a challenge. Okay, so they are ruling it a ball. So the home plate umpire appealed the third after calling the strike. There's no swing, apparently. They didn't have a look there, and then they challenged the call. That was an interesting decision right there. Here's the 2-1. Back to the screen, 2-2 now. Usually, the umpire won't call a strike and appeal to first. I think he did that to cover all boxes just in case. It wasn't a strike, but they ruled a swing. Here's a 2-2. Oh, it's full now on Ballesteros. Run in the 5th for Cleveland and 3 in the 7th for Cleveland. That's been their runs today. They're up to 4 runs. Cubs have only 4 hits. 3-2, and there's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Cubs are down to their final 5 outs in the game today. So here's Horner 0 for 1, 2 walks and a ground out. Ground out was on the first pitch of the game. Here's the first pitch to Horner. It's just low for ball 1. Eight appearances for the Cubs in 2024 for Mr. Armstrong. 1-0. That's at the knees for a strike, 1-1. Really, if it wasn't for miscommunication between Arias and Ramirez, Cubs would be getting shut out right now. Here's the 1-1. No one away, 2-1. Armstrong comes set. The 2-1. Nice action on that fastball, 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. In on the hands, pop fly. Rocchio makes the catch, and that is a second out. We have Alex Bregman now 1 for 3 today. A couple of strikeouts and a single. The center. Whether you're hosting friends, family, or clients at your next celebration, discounted group tickets are available for most games at Wrigley Field. For details, visit Cubs.com/groups to learn more. First pitch from Armstrong to Bregman is a foul ball. Strike 1. 12 pitches for Armstrong out of the bullpen. Guardians will have Naylor, Martinez, and Schneemann scheduled due up in the bottom half of this 8th inning. 1 to Bregman. High fly ball. Left center field. Schneemann's calling it off. And he'll make the catch for the 3rd out. Cubs go down in order 1, 2, 3. Well, to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Guardians on top 4-1. You'll listen to Cubs Baseball on Tri Sports Live. Welcome back here to the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch from Jacob Webb. The Bo Naylor is a swing and a miss for strike one. Cubs down 4-1 down to their final 3 outs. Only run of the game was in the 3rd inning. And they have not been competitive at all today. And Webb spikes a changeup for ball one. Bo Naylor 1 for 3 with a single today. Just grounded out and do a double play and struck out as well. Here's the 1-1. Curveball top of the zone, up to strike 1 and 2 now on Naylor. 1-2. Chopper weakly back up in front of the plate. Kelly will grab it. He'll fire the first, and that is out number 1. So 1 out of Angel Martinez. 0 for 3 today. A flyout and a couple of ground outs in this game. For the Cubs in the top half of the 9th inning, Happ, Kelly, and Bush scheduled due up. First pitch, right down the middle for a strike to Martinez. Don't like seeing the elevation on these curveballs, but they're getting strikes for Webb. 0-1, that's up and away, 1-1 now. One, swing and a miss, 1-2 now on Martinez. One, two, fell back to the screen. One, two, low end, it's 2-2 now. Here's a 2-2. That's up and in, 3-2 now. Again, the issue with the Cubs, man, they're get to 2 strikes quickly, and then they're like, let's just throw pitchers nowhere near the zone. It's not worked out at all for them today. Three, 2, that's ball 4. Angel Martinez, Sandy caught Kerry Wood's 20 strikeout game for the Cubs on May 6 in 1998. And his cousin Michael made the final out of the 2018 World Series against the Cubs. Here's Schneemann. First pitch, foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a nice changeup. 0-2 now on Schneemann. Cade Smith getting loose in that Guardians bullpen, presumably to finish out the game. There's a lefty as well. Potentially, if the Guardians get more runs here, Webb will throw to first. Martinez back in time without any issue. Oh, 2 back pick the first. Martinez back in time safely. All in 2 strikes on Schneemann. Level fire again to first. He's out. Angel Martinez gets picked off. They got him lacking there. There's 2 outs now, and there's 2 strikes on Sheeman. Yeah, Martinez was leaning already, and his first move was towards second. And Sheeman stays alive with a foul ball. Cubs got a lot of pickoffs last year, and again, another one there. 1-2 inside. It's 2-2 now. Two, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Guardians get a base runner, but get picked off. They don't score. To the 9th we go. Cubs have 3 more outs to get back in this game. They're down 4-1. You listen to Cubs baseball on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Shy Sports Live. Top of the 9, Cubs down 4-1. They're down to their final 3 outs today. Keith Smith's first pitch, Ian Happ, is a strike. Not challenging there. 5th appearance of the season for Keith Smith. 0-1, that's in there for a strikeout, and 2 now on Happ. Oh, 2, that's up and away, 1-2 now. Smith comes set, the 1-2. Chopper foul. Tune in after the game for a post-game stats show. That'll be 30 seconds after the final out is made. Again, after the last out is made, a quick 30-second break. As Happ fouls that pitch off, it's still 1-2. We'll do a brief recap on the postgame show of stats and more after the game. 2 strikes on Happ. Smith's 1-2. Another foul ball. Carson Kelly on deck. Michael Busch in the hole, and if the hitter reaches, Dansby Swanson to the 4-hole hitter. Smith misses long away. It's 2-2 now on Happ. Guardians Cubs tomorrow at 6:10 p.m. Again, that won't be broadcasted here. The 2-2, that's up and away. It's full now. And then the third game of the series, a 12:40 start Central Time on Sunday, Easter Sunday. We should have that game broadcasted here on Shy Sports Live. 3-2. What a foul ball. Good battle here for Happ. This will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. (3-2). At the knees, called strike 3. Happ is challenging, but that was a perfect pitch. There's going to be one out after this is confirmed. So the Cubs have one ABS challenge left. And we have Carson Kelly now. 1 for 3 today. Game summary, 4-1 Guardians. Horan left the game in the second inning after right forearm tightness. Colin Ray only gave up 1 run in relief through 3 1/3. 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. First pitch to Kelly's a strike. And Amaya had an RBI double in the third. That was the only run of the game for the Cubs. Arias and DeLauder home runs both each in the 7th inning. Arias a solo shot and DeLauder a 2-run shot, contributing to the Cubs deficit. 1-1 on Kelly. Here's the 1-1. Last speed pitch fouled off by Kelly. 1-2 now. That was on their final 4 strikes and 2 outs. Busch is on deck. Swanson in the hole. If Busch would have reached 1-2. Hardick round ball through the right side hole. That's a base hit. Could be a start of a rally here for the Cubs. Kelly has a base hit. And we got Michael Busch now. Hitless today. It's hit number 5 now for the Cubs offense. Fastball misses just a touch inside, 1-0. Swanson on deck, likely to reach base, but double play ends it. Here's the 1-0. Fouled back out of play, 1-1 now. Long inning for Smith now. He's going to deliver his 17th pitch of his outing. Even if they don't win or get any runs, probably going to try and stretch that pitch count so he can't pitch tomorrow. Here's the 1-1. In our third, that's a strike 1-2 now on Busch. Smith comes set. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the Cubs are down to their final out today. It's going to be up to Dansby Swanson, who's hitless today, to keep the Cubs' offensive rally going. Excellent curveball there. Pitch to Swanson. No one in the dirt for ball 1. Swanson flew out in the 7th inning in his last at bat. 1-0. On the corner, that's a strike, 1-1. Cubs down to their final 2 strikes in the game today. On 1 on the corner, same exact pitch, 1-2 now on Swanson. Cubs down to their final strike in this afternoon's ball game. One, two. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Dansby Swanson strikes out, and that'll end the game. Cubs lose the opener of this 3-game set. 4-1. A dominant performance from the Guardians pitching staff. The offense got together late in the game, and the Cubs offense just never woke up. For the final 4-1, the Guardians win it. We'll be back in 30 seconds to recap the game and the post-game show. Way back into this, you just listened to Cubs Baseball on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back to the Cubs postgame live on Shy Sports Live. Cubs lose the opener of this 3-game set versus Cleveland 4-1. Let's go through some scores by inning. Cubs got a run in the third, courtesy of an RBI double from Miguel Amaya, the only run of the game for the Cubs. It came on a back-to-back double situation there as PCA lit off that inning with a weak pop fly double. Honestly, if he does not get that double, Cubs get shut out today. On the 5th inning, Guardians chased the water, and an amazing day has had to continue to have a good start to his MLB career this season. Line drive single lefty in half, threw out Gabriel Arias at home to keep it at a run inning there. Tied the game at 1, and then 3 runs in the 7th, a solo home run from Gabriel Arias, and a 2-run home run from Chase DeLauder. Chase DeLauder, our Guardians player of the game today. Here is an inning. For a final line score of 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error for the Cubs. 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Guardians. Take a look at our stats first for the Cubs. Horner 0 for 2 today, walked twice. Bregman 1 for 4 today, struck out twice. Ian Happ 0 for 4 today, 3 strikeouts. Carson Kelly 2 for 4 today. Michael Busch 0 for 4 today with a strikeout. Dansby Swanson 0 for 4 today with 2 strikeouts. Matt Shaw 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. PCA 1 for 3, scored a run. And then Miguel Amaya 1 for 2 with an RBI. Moises Ballesteros came in for a pinch hitting opportunity, struck out in his only at bat. 31 total at bats, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 RBI, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts for this Cubs offense. Doubles by Amaya and PCA. Total bases, Amaya had 2, Bregman had 1, PCA had 2, and Kelly had 2. Stolen bases aren't. PCA had 1, and the Cubs left 5 men on base. For the Guardians, Stephen Kwan 0 for 3 today, a run, a walk, and a strikeout. Chase DeLauder, again, our Guardians player of the game today. 3 for 4, a run, and 3 RBIs. Jose Ramirez 2 for 4 today. Kyle Manzardo 0 for 3 today, a walk and a strikeout. Bo Naylor 1 for 4 today with a strikeout. Angel Martinez 0 for 3 with a walk. Daniel Steeman 1 for 4 today with a run and a strikeout. Gabriel Arias 1 for 2 today, a run scored, an RBI, and a home run, a walk, and a strikeout. And Brian Rocchio 1 for 2 today. 29 at bats, 4 runs, 9 hits, 4 RBIs, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. Total bases double for Sheeman. DeLauder and Arias had home runs. Total bases Ramirez had 2. Rocchio had 1. DeLauder had 6. Arias had 4. Sheeman had 2. And Naylor had 1. Rocchio's sac fly. And the Guardians left 6 men on base. Now for the pitching side. First for the Cubs, Cade Horan again. Pitched only an inning. Left in the 2nd inning after forearm tightness was reported. Walked 1 batter. Unfortunately for him, his season could be done. We won't know more for some time. Colin Ray gets our Cubs player of the game today. 3 1/3, 4 hits, 1 run. That run was earned. Walked 1, struck out 4. Kobe Milner, an inning and 2/3, gave 2 hits, nothing else. Hunter Harvey, 2/3 of an inning, got the loss today. 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 2 home runs given up. Jacob Webb, 1 inning and a third, gave up a hit, walked 1, struck out 1. Total of 8 innings pitched, 9 hits, 4 runs, all 4 were earned, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 2 home runs. For the Guardians offense against Cubs pitching, Joey Cantillo got a no decision today. 5 1/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run. That run was earned, walk, 2 strikeouts, 6. Matt Festa, 2/3 of an inning, nothing else. Connor Brogdon got the win today for Cleveland pitching, nothing else. Sean Armstrong pitching in, got a strikeout. Cade Smith picked up the save, pitching in, gave up a hit, struck out the 3 batters. They get outs in the top of the 9th. For a total of 9 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 run. That run was earned, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts by Guardians pitching. No home runs there. And that is going to do it for today's game. Once again, the Cubs fall to the Guardians in the opener 4-1. Next broadcast will be on Sunday, Easter Sunday, Lord willing. And I'll see you then. But for a final time, once again, the Guardians win it 4-1 against the Cubs in the opener. Thank you for listening. Take care. And for a final time, this has been a presentation of Shy Sports.